In my Throne of Atlantis review, I went on record saying I'm not a fan of the new DC animated universe that began with Justice League War. However, I also said that I was looking forward to seeing how Batman vs Robin would turn out, as it's based loosely on the fantastic Court of Owls storyline. And I'm happy to say that while it isn't as good as its source material, Batman vs Robin is thoroughly enjoyable. It improves on Son of Batman in almost every way, and the biggest upgrade is in the animation. Even though it's still drained of colour and follows the sort of anime style, the execution is much better. Movement is fluid, facial expressions carry more weight, and body language is well conveyed. Gone are the days of just hitting each other over and over with swords, and in their place are some of the best animated hand-to-hand brawls I've ever seen. They're fast-paced, brutal, and you can feel the impact of like every blow, whether by fist or blade. All of the fights, save for one, which we will get to later, are engaging and hold their own with anything DC has ever done before in animation. The story is also significantly better than before, although it could use a little more time to flesh out certain aspects, like the antagonists, but the central aspect of tension between Bruce and Damien is well played out, mainly due to the fact that it ties in well with other plot threads as well as the aforementioned animation upgrade and an excellent voice cast. Jason O'Mara puts more emotion into Bruce Wayne every time he plays him, leading him on his way to being a worthy successor to Kevin Conroy's throne, even if he's never going to be quite as iconic. Speaking of Kevin Conroy though, he has a nice cameo as Thomas Wayne here, which is a nice little nod to the fans. Stuart Allen is once again a great Damian Wayne with plenty of arrogance, but still clearly being a child, and Bruce and Damien bounce off each other well as a result of this, and at least there's some great drama between the pair. Even though I said that the villains could use some extra screen time, that doesn't stop them from being interesting. Like, the Court of Owls are effectively presented as a force to be reckoned with, and Talon, their muscle, is quite the badass. However, Batman vs Robin is far from devoid of fault. It still inherited the severely annoying trait of Son of Batman, wherein characters are inconsistently powerful. Batman will easily put down a certain person only to have said person win a fight against Batman later. Damien is also laughably overpowered still, although there's nothing quite on the scale of him beating Deathstroke this time around, because that was just the worst. The worst case of this is actually the titular showdown between Bruce and Damien. It's genuinely hilarious to watch Damien hold his own with the bloody Batman when he's about 1/3 the size. Literally, look at the size difference. He's tiny. The movie could also have used more Dick Grayson. Similarly to Son of Batman, he's done well, but doesn't get much more than a cameo. In fact, the time he is on screen is so good that I kind of want to see him get his own movie soon in this universe. His lack of screen time is especially disappointing when you think about how major a role he played in the Court of Owls story in the comics. But hey, we've only got 70 minutes to play with here, so I guess I should just be glad he's around. There's also an unusual lack of Gotham City in the film, which is good on one hand as it's a very personal story, so saves time, but on the other, it's such an integral part of the Batman mythos as well as Bruce Wayne's psyche that it could have added a lot to show more of the city, but it's not really a big deal to be fair. All in all though, Batman vs Robin is a genuinely good movie that sets a new bar for the DC animated universe. Sure, it's got problems, but none of them are much more than nitpicks. It's like eating a bag of Revels. You'll enjoy them up to the point where you hit that one kind you don't like, and then you have to eat some of your favourite ones to remind you it's still worth it. But it makes me more excited for the future of DC's animation, with Batman Animal Instincts looking like a return to the Bruce Timm era, and Justice League Gods and Monsters looking like an interesting entry. It's got me excited. So thanks for watching guys, let me know what you thought of Batman vs Robin if you've seen it in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this, why not check out my review of Throne of Atlantis or one of these other great videos that Chris or Thomas have done. But for now, from me, it's adios, goodbye, and enjoy your life.